This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11, and it reads this. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and will build it as in the days of old. Koholayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. And what you're seeing right now amongst this captivity, Babylon the Great, you're seeing Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai rebuild the tabernacle of Dawada. Okay? You're literally seeing that third temple spiritually being built before our nation's eyes and these heathens' eyes, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. So I want to go into an account in 1 Samuel chapter 17. You should be familiar with that account. It's basically talking about David and Goliath. So right now, who is the spiritual Goliath right now? Who can we put in the position of Goliath? Babylon the Great. Okay, and you know, the ones that control the world are the so-called Jewish Amalekite people, man. Okay, and furthermore, with them, the rest of the Edomites. Okay, so Babylon and the Edomite nation would be Goliath, and again, the house of David is being rebuilt. So let's go ahead and read these precepts. In Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying and informative to the true sincere Aki and Akwaf. And I'm just going to go directly to the point. You can go back and read this whole chapter yourself. It's very inspiring, very uplifting. But without further ado, let me shut the hell up and read these precepts. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 17. And I'm going to start off at verse 41. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy, and of a fair countenance. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog, that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And that's what the heathen, our enemy, are continuously doing. Okay. And furthermore, the Edomites, man, our main enemy. Okay. They curse us by their wicked, abominable God, Satan, man. You know, and also slander us to our power. Okay. Verse 44. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh to the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. And that's something that Esau Edom is continuously doing, man. As it says in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, they are given to us to consume, to make desolate. And Esau truly believes this, man. Okay, and that's why we could also use this spiritually as putting Babylon, the Edomites in this position right now, man, because this is the type of mindset that they have. Okay. And this is also what's happening right now because, you know, Esau is going to feel that he's going to be able to annihilate us, to delete us. But at the end, we win. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, thus saith the scriptures. Verse 45, Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. Because we know that the Edomites are carnal, and their blessing is the sword. Okay, so that's the only way that they can really come at us when it comes to this truth. Okay, all they, you know, unrighteous decrees, unrighteous laws is still not going to stop this truth. And furthermore, that's them doing the Lord's work. Okay, when the Lord sends the famine of the word and lets them, you know, have their way with our people again and bring forth Jacob's trouble, that's Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's will. Okay. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. And that's the way we come in, man. We come in the spirit of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, speaking these words, man. Okay, not carnal, because to be carnal-minded is enmity with the Most High. So right now, this is what's happening, man. Esau's carnal, we're spiritual. Okay, Esau is walking in the flesh, we're walking in the spirit. We're speaking the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Just like you see that stone hitting his head, those are the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai hitting these devils' head. Okay, bruising them. Okay, doesn't it say in Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, for the words of the Most High are sharper than any two-edged sword? Okay, Jeremiah 5 and 14. Okay, these words shall burn them and consume them. Roughly paraphrasing, verse 46. This day will Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee and take thy head from thee. And that's what's going to happen in the end game. You know, the Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to rouse Esau up to give him the delusion, okay, to believe that he's going to conquer, he's going to rule, he's not going to be brought down. Okay, but while he's in his own proud, pompous ass mind, he's literally just setting himself up for his destruction. Okay, this day will Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thy head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is in Israel. And that's going to happen in this time. Okay? Just like Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai used King David to take down Goliath, he's doing the same thing now, man. Okay? And furthermore, you know, this is also referring to Esau going against Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, you know, Yahweh Shai is going to come annihilate and shed blood and take a Basra down, man. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Okay? Continuing on, verse 47. And all this assembly shall know that Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai's, and he will give you into our hands. And that's what's going to happen, man. Okay, the Most High has given Esau, who is Goliath right now in this time, a strong delusion of overcoming his destiny. Okay, because as it says, let me read this real quick. I know I said I was going to stay here, but I got to read this real quick. This is the book of, where is that at? This is the book of Psalms chapter 2, verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore pleasure. And that's what's going to happen, man. Esau's going to be bamboozled, lied to. Okay? But jumping back to 1 Samuel 17, verse 48. And it came to pass when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hasted and ran towards the army to meet the Philistine, and David put his hand in his bag. Okay? And that's us, man. What we doing? We pulling out these scriptures. Okay? Again, let me get this precept. Bear with me 1 second. First Maccabees. So like his second Maccabees, chapter 15, verse 16. Take this holy sword, a gift from Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, with the which thou shalt wound the adversary. Okay? 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 49. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of Dawada. And hey, look, man, that stone, that sling is the Bible. That stone is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai that we're doing right now. That's making our enemies butthurt, emotional, wary, okay? In a strong mindset of a delusion, okay? And they can't believe that these so-called niggas, wetbacks, spicks, and savages really have the understanding of these scriptures, man. Okay? So you are literally seeing Goliath, okay, the spiritual Goliath right now, the nation of Esau, Babylon the Great, go against the house of Dawada, the house of David, that's being rebuilt, refashioned, rising up right now before your eyes, man. Okay? Point blank, period, man. So I'm going to leave it right there, man. And, you know, I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray that you can picture and see this in your head, man. Because every time we go to battle on the highways and the byways, man, you know, we coming up against our adversaries, man. Every time we do a lesson, we coming up against our adversaries, man. Okay? Our enemies, man. So, Lord willing, I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf, Kol Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakradash, Wa for Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakradash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.